What if I told you ancient Stoics survived economic ruin better than modern experts? Escape today's debt trap. Stick around for habit 7. It saved Roman emperors from total collapse. 2,000 years ago, the Greek philosopher Epictetus laid down the ultimate survival rule: the dichotomy of control. He taught that financial suffering comes from trying to manage what isn't ours. Stoic merchants survived ancient economic crashes by ignoring market noise and focusing entirely on their own ledgers, trade skills, and personal frugality. Modern behavioral economists agree. Data proves that obsessing over macroeconomics, like inflation, interest rates, or supply chains, only triggers anxiety and devastating panic selling. To protect your wealth today, stop doom-scrolling financial news. You cannot control the housing market or grocery prices, but you can control your savings rate. Put your energy into auditing your budget. Cancel those forgotten subscriptions, negotiate your insurance, and upskill at your job. Master your own household economy, and the global economy won't matter. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, yet he regularly practiced a bizarre habit: voluntary poverty. For a few days every month, he ate meager rations and wore rough clothes. He was training his mind to realize that losing his wealth wasn't a death sentence. By experiencing the worst-case scenario on his own terms, he eliminated the paralyzing fear of financial ruin. Modern financial psychologists call this fear setting. Data shows that when we prove to ourselves we can survive on less, the anxiety that drives impulsive, defensive spending vanishes entirely. Try a financial fast for just 3 days every month. Commit to a strict beans and rice budget and spend absolutely $0 on entertainment. It resets your baseline, instantly frees up cash flow, and proves you don't need constant consumption to be content. The Stoics had a brilliant term for money: a preferred. Indifferent. Having wealth is naturally preferred, but it is ultimately indifferent to your true happiness and character. Ancient philosophers didn't hate money. After all, Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor, but they refused to tie their self-worth to their net worth. If their treasury dried up, their identity remained entirely untouched. Modern wealth managers echo this when guiding clients through recessions. When modern investors attach their personal identity to a portfolio balance, a sudden market dip inevitably triggers devastating emotional panic selling. Divorce your ego from your bank account today. Stop checking your retirement balances every single morning. Put your savings on autopilot and delete the brokerage apps from your phone. A market crash cannot diminish your skills. The Stoics practiced a powerful mental exercise called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Instead of relying on toxic positivity, they actively imagined the worst-case scenarios. Ancient philosophers regularly visualized losing their homes and wealth. They didn't do this to be pessimistic, but to mentally inoculate themselves against the shock of sudden ruin, ensuring they wouldn't panic when disaster struck. Today, modern financial planners call this stress testing. Economic data consistently shows that households who actively prepare for severe financial shocks are far less likely to fall into high-interest debt during a recession. Apply this tonight. Visualize losing your primary income tomorrow. How long would your cash actually last? Use the profound discomfort of that visualization to aggressively fund a bulletproof 6-month emergency account starting today. The Stoics warned against the hedonic treadmill thousands of years before the term existed. Seneca observed that Romans often bought lavish estates and imported goods not for utility, but simply because their neighbors had them. He recognized that constantly upgrading your lifestyle to impress others was a miserable race with absolutely no finish line. Today, financial experts call this lifestyle creep. The data shows that as incomes rise, modern spending rises perfectly in tandem, keeping millions forever trapped in a vulnerable paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. If you're tired of the modern debt trap and want to build real, unshakable wealth alongside a community of resilient thinkers, hit that subscribe button right now. To escape the treadmill today, practice stealth wealth. Stop upgrading your car or phone just because you got a raise. Divert that new income straight into investments. The Stoics practiced a radical concept called Amor Fati, not just accepting your fate, but actively loving it. When ancient philosophers faced sudden exile or the complete loss of their property, They didn't curse the gods. They embraced the catastrophe as necessary training to test their resilience. Modern wealth building requires this exact psychological armor. Economic data proves that when a severe recession hits and portfolios drop, average investors panic and lock in their losses. Conversely, legendary investors see crashes not as tragedies, but as massive discount sales. When the coming recession inevitably hits and your investments temporarily tank, do not panic sell. Shift your mindset from victim to opportunist. See the market crash as a rare, once-in-a-decade chance to buy deeply discounted assets. In his famous essay, On the Shortness of Life, Seneca revealed the exact mindset shift that saved Roman leaders from ruin. Time is our only non-renewable asset. While society treats money as precious and time as infinite, Stoics flipped this. Emperor Marcus Aurelius knew that trading his limited lifespan for frivolous luxury was the ultimate form of bankruptcy. They guarded their time fiercely. Modern financial independence experts echo this, measuring true wealth not in dollars, but in time bought back from mandatory labor. Apply this Stoic filter today. Calculate your real hourly wage after taxes and commuting costs. Before buying anything non-essential, divide the price by that hourly wage. Ask yourself, is this new phone actually worth 60 hours of my irreplaceable life? This simple math stops impulse spending dead in its tracks. The Stoics believed in Sympatheia, the idea that all things are mutually interconnected. During Roman economic collapses, citizens didn't survive by retreating to isolated bunkers. They survived through radical community reliance, realizing that a strong local network was vastly superior to individual hoarding. Modern economists call this social capital. Studies on recent recessions prove that communities with high social trust and active resource sharing experience significantly lower rates of bankruptcy than hyper-individualistic neighborhoods. To protect your wealth today, stop trying to buy every single tool or service yourself. Arrange childcare swaps with other parents, build a neighborhood, tool library, or buy bulk groceries with family members. Building a strong community creates a shadow economy that protects your wallet when the traditional system fails. The most famous Stoic practice is Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. When victorious Roman generals paraded through the streets, a servant whispered this exact phrase in their ear. It wasn't morbid. It was a profound reminder not to let wealth or ego blind them to their inevitable mortality. Modern financial planners are finally embracing this through the die with zero philosophy. Economic data reveals that millions of people sacrifice their youth hoarding cash out of sheer fear, only to die with massive portfolios they were too frail to enjoy. Apply this today by balancing aggressive savings with a memory dividend. Fund your emergency accounts, but actively budget for experiences with your family right now. Do not defer all your joy to a retirement that is never guaranteed. Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about retreating into the inner citadel, an untouchable fortress of the mind. While Rome faced plagues, wars, and devastating economic collapse, he survived by realizing true security couldn't be found in external treasuries, but only in his own unshakable character and adaptability. Modern career strategists and economists agree. In an age of rapid disruption and severe inflation, economic data shows that the ultimate hedge against a recession isn't gold or a trendy crypto coin. It is your personal human capital and emotional regulation. Stop panicking over stock charts and start investing heavily in yourself. Read books, learn a recession-proof high-income skill, or build a lean side hustle. When you cultivate a sharp, adaptable mind, you become the most valuable asset you own. The modern world wants you panicked, indebted, and constantly consuming. But by adopting these ancient Stoic principles, you step off the hedonic treadmill and build wealth that no recession, inflation, or market crash can ever destroy. Remember, the ultimate goal isn't just to hoard cash. It's to buy back your time and secure your peace of mind. You don't need to be a Roman emperor to master your household economy today. Now, it's time to choose your strategy. Are you going to practice voluntary discomfort this month, or are you focusing on building your inner citadel? Cast your vote in the comments right now. Drop the word fast for a financial fast, or the word mind for upskilling your mind. Subscribe for more historical wealth secrets and stay resilient.